What is up, everyone? This will be my jungle tier list for the new patch that just came out, patch 15.04 or 2504. So this new patch, there's a lot of changes on the tier list. We have a lot of better champions in the top lane. Very biggest change so far is the Elise buffs. They were able to bring her out of irrelevancy, and now she is the best jungler on the patch. And going straight into it, Elise, I will have to say, absolutely so good. Her W change where they reduced her W cooldown in spider form by 4 seconds. Now it's 6 seconds, which is incredibly good because it matches the cooldown of her spider Q, which is also 6 seconds. So you're able to kind of spam those two together. It's absolutely beautiful. If you play her, I've just been spamming her. Unbeatable on her, 100% win rate. It's so good. If lower ranks, you might struggle a bit, but Emerald, around Emerald, you're going to have a really good time with her, and above, it's really broken and very strong to play right now. And I absolutely enjoy playing her. Next, we have Yi. Yi, the buffs were really good. His true damage went up, but most importantly, they changed how true damage, the rune of Coup de Grace, and also Last Stand cut down amplifies true damage, right? So that's a big one for Yi. He gets amplified true damage on his E by a lot, so he's able to do a lot more damage. He's very strong, very OP. He has to be getting nerfed because he's extremely strong. If you're going to play him, make sure you go Blade into Rage Blade. Third item usually is Wit's End. If you get your 2-item spike on him, he is a god. Absolutely, like, most broken champion in the game. I also been playing him. I really enjoy him, and I think he's really strong. Next, we have Diana. Diana did get some changes. Honestly, they don't really feel like nerfs. They feel like buffs in a way. The changes were more damage on her spells. Her passive jungle clear speed thing went down a bit, but honestly, you don't really notice it. It's just a couple seconds, which she can spare where her damage is a bit higher. So Diana is probably one of the best AP junglers, as you can tell, and one of the best champions in the game right now still after all the changes. So I really enjoy Diana, and I think I imagine she's going to have to get nerfed because mid Diana as well is honestly pretty OP right now too because of the buffs. Next, we have S category. So these champions, I just think they are just very OP, very strong. For example, Hecarim, he's extremely good. He's really strong as other champions have gotten nerfed. I think he's really in a good spot to take over the meta. So I think the Hecarim is really, really OP. The builds on him eclipse into a lot of different builds as well. And I think Hecarim's just a great champion, especially if you win the Pizza Strength reward. Next, we have Lee Sin. Lee Sin, I honestly am disturbed by the fact that he hasn't been nerfed yet. Mostly because he is just so good and so broken. My hair is just stay back there. Stay back there. Lee Sin is just really disgusting. He's so broken for how high of a skill gap he should have. He's actually performing extremely well. I also think he really needs to get nerfed, but so far he hasn't been. So if you're a Lee Sin enjoyer, you're going to have a good time because he's extremely broken. Kindred. So Kindred, some people are saying Kindred's S tier. I did say she looked really good with those changes. They buffed her earlier, and I think she's in a really good spot. S plus category, probably not, because she is still a relatively hard champion, and she's not broken enough to really do that part of the hardness. And in the higher ranks, she's really strong. Lower ranks, she kind of falls off a bit, but overall she's a really solid pick, and you should probably be playing the Kindred. Next, we have Viego. So Viego, I think he could be an A tier, but I think he's an S tier. Even though he got nerfed a bit where he lost 3 AD, I still think he's very OP. He's really strong. He's up there in the god tier category. He could get nerfed in the future again, but overall he's in a better spot than he was before. Next, we have Gwen. Gwen, she's a bit of a weird champion. Her pick rate is really low compared to the other champions we have up here, but her win rate is very high. I think she's really strong in like the middle ranks. In like Emerald division, she's really OP. If you're able to get away with farming and not having to like do a lot of things early game and just farm and then gank, full clear gank, play for objectives, she's really broken. If you have to do a lot more things early game, it's probably going to go really poorly for you. Or if you're going to have to play against like a very aggressive early game jungler, for example, then it might also be very bad for you. So remember those things when you want to think about Gwen jungle. Next, we have Karthus. So Karthus jungle, honestly, he's disgusting. He's really OP. I don't like playing against him. I've been having a good time with Elise just because Elise counters him, but I could see when you're a slow clearing jungler and you have to play against a Karthus jungle, it's never really going to be a good time, mostly because he does way too much damage. He's able to clear too fast. Some champions shouldn't be able to clear so fast. Karthus jungle, personally, I just don't think he should be allowed to clear so quickly, but he's allowed to, and he just outpaces you, out damages you, out farms you. You have to play something in like the A S to S plus categories to really shut him down. You can get away with A tier, but he feasts completely on anything below. But overall, he's a bit tricky to play, so sometimes you might just run it down if you play him. But overall, A tier is going to be the big category. I've been changing it a bit where I make 2 big ones, just because the difference between, you know, A and B earlier wasn't really that big. These champions all have very good strengths, but they also have a lot of weaknesses. For example, Briar, I think she's extremely strong still. I think if you go the correct build path, you get tankier, you're going to have a really good time on her. But some other champions, you know, for example, Darius, I actually think is very OP. Darius, he's very broken right now. The true damage change also affected him in jungle, not only in top lane. His ulti damage, true damage does a lot more damage now because of the change. So he's actually really strong in jungle. So I think he's a really good pick. I might actually start playing him a bit more too, because I think he might be something that you can stick around. For some reason, he has the fastest jungle clear in the game. Riot Games at it again. Why does Darius have literally a top laner has the fastest jungle clear in the game, and Rek'sai, a only jungle champion, has the slowest jungle clear in the game? Like, how is this even a thing in League of Legends? Like, Riot Games, why is this a thing? Elise was in the same boat as Rek'sai. Her clear was really bad, really slow, but the W change really helped it a lot, and I hope they do something like that for Rek'sai as well. Moving on, we have Warwick. He's just a really good dog champion if you want to play a dog. He's just very solid, better in lower ranks. Higher you go, you could get into tricky category. Belbeth is a bit of a one-trick jungler. I don't really like her. I recommend, if you really like her, you'll play her. But overall, she's not something you want to be picking up. Kayn is just a really good in-the-middle champion. In middle average Emerald division, he's been performing really well. Nunu, the Snowball King, is in a pretty good spot. I think he's pretty solid. I wouldn't say he's broken. Also, I think he's a heavy one-trick champion. So if you want to play him, you're going to have to be kind of like in that one-trick space division as well. So that's who we have here. Nocturne is always a fan favorite here. We always love Nocturne. He's extremely strong, extremely good, and just a very solid champion overall. Pantheon Jungle is still really good. I still recommend Pantheon Jungle a lot. I think he's extremely fun to play, extremely good in the right hands and in the right situations. Volibear, I do think Volibear has more potential. I've been experimenting with some builds. I might have something cooked up for you, but I do think Volibear might have a good amount of potential in the new League of Legends we are entering. Graves, a very solid one-trick jungler if you know how to play him. He's very feast. You need to get ahead a bit. You have to be a very aggressive playstyle, very disgusting playstyle, but if you don't play that way, you might not like the Graves champion. Xin Zhao, just very solid early game, strong teamfight jungler. Nothing bad about him. Shaco, a little bit of a dirty jester champion. Not a big fan of him, but he's in an okay spot. Probably not the best. He could be stronger, but he's just in an okay spot. Vi, I think Vi is very solid in middle rank. I think in Emerald, Diamond, in Emerald, Plat, Iron, even going all the way down, she's a very solid champion. She's very straightforward with your press R button. She does have some tricky mechanics if you want to know how to play her properly, but overall she's good. Jarvan, same thing. He's a very heavy engaged jungler, very solid in the right situations. Heavy mobility comps do affect him, so you might run into issues like that. The Monkey King did get nerfed. He is lower in the ranks, but I honestly think he's still a very solid champion. He does slow down his clear a lot, and unfortunately we're in a meta where the clear speed is one of the most important things right now, so he might see some more play in the future. Rengar, I actually think is very solid. I think he's very strong. Lower ranks, he's a bit of a joke of a champion, but higher you go, the stronger he gets with the Dark Harvest Electrocute buffs. I think he's in a really decent, good spot right now, so he should be very happy with the meta. Biddle, a one-trick jungler, very AP heavy. He's in an okay spot if you know how to play him. Udyr, he's been in stronger positions. Udyr has always been a very strong OP champion. The nerf to his clear speed did level him out, so I think he's in a good spot where he's easy to beat. But also, if you're good enough at him, you can win. Kiana Jungle is a bit of a new one. I've seen some changes to her, and I think she might actually be a very strong jungler. There might be potential. I'll have to experiment more with that, but overall, I think Kiana might have potential. Zyra Jungle, just a very strong, solid pick champion and competitive. I think in solo queue, she's a bit weaker, but she's okay if you know how to play her. So she's a very fast, same thing, a very quick jungle clear. Very good in this meta, play for objectives. If you need an AP jungler who farms, For example, if Karthus is gone, then the Zyra is like the AP farm jungler. Amumu, one of the most solid champions in the game, lower ranks, the god tier, iron, bronze, iron, challenger, probably not challenger, bronze, iron, gold, plat, god tier, the champion to play. And that's going to be the A category. That's pretty much all the very important stuff. When we go into B category, these champions are just, you know, they're not bad, but they're not great. They're probably some are better than others, but I wouldn't recommend too many of them to be played. If you can put, you know, if you can play some of these like champions up in the very top, you're going to do really well. This meta is all about farming, being a very clear, fast, heavy champion pool. If you're able to clear fast, play for objectives, be able to fight as well. Prime example is Elise. She's now able to clear extremely fast. She's very strong in the 1v1. She's able to gank lanes. She's able to effectively play the map at any time. She has an incredible amount of tempo. That's the ideal champion you want to play. Sure, her scaling isn't the best, but if you're able to do everything from early to mid game, you're going to have a good time. So overall, that's my jungle tier list, and I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck on the climb, and good luck on everything, and I'll see you guys in the next one.